Hello, my viewer. This is Health Now Show, your health friend. With me, Jane Karaoke. I am a counseling psychologist. As we can recall, we have been looking at types of liars, characteristics of liars, and who these liars are in our communities, in our schools, in our workplaces, at home, and the havoc or the trouble, the conflicts, the issues they bring out. On our first episode on the liars, we talked with psychologist Jennifer Wangari, and she really talked about the types and how you can identify the liars. And then we had the second episode, part 2. We were with Penina Wanjiru, who has lived with a husband who was a very major liar. And she articulated different incidences when she was lied to, and a lot of money went to waste because she didn't know where the money went, and it was because of the sweet tongue the liar had on her. And as I promised the other time, the last episode, I said we will bring both of them back so that we can be able to now look into one question that we need to ask. What was the turning point for Wanjiru? For her now to realize, I've been living with a liar, I've been lied to, and all these years I've wasted with a liar. And then the professional will come in and tell us what are some of the red flags that she ought to have observed so that she would not have gone to the level or to the place where she reached at that particular time. I want to welcome our new viewers, and I would want to ask you at this point, request you at this point, that you go to our YouTube and our Facebook and leave a comment on Health Now Show and leave a comment. Tell us, what is your experience with a liar? What happened? What was denied of you? Or what happened to your life? What changed because of interacting with a liar? So that we can know how even to support you and how to support the liar and support in terms of changing their ways, and how the person who is lied to can even be helped so that they can heal and probably start life all over again. Before I go on, I would like to introduce my guests. And on my left, I have Jennifer. Jennifer, say hi to the viewers.
Hi viewers, I'm Jennifer and I'm a psychologist.
Karibu sana. And on my right, I have Penina Wanjiru, who really told us her story and explained what she has gone through. Penina,
Yes.
just say hello to our viewers.
Hello, viewers. I'm Penina Wanjiru. Good to be here.
Asante sana.
Asante.
In our last episode, we left at when you told us that you went on, you had all those incidences.
Yes.
And now, I'm just wondering, at what point, what was your turning point from all this? When did you now woke up from your sleep, if I may call it that way, and now realize that I've been living with a liar, I've been lied to, I've been living a lie? When was this?
It's so unfortunate, Jane, because I realized when it was too late, my husband was in remand in a police station, from police station to cell. When I went looking for him, and after asking some questions, why are you here? And let me not ask you about those people who have brought you here. What about me and the kids? What about my money? Or what I have invested in the biashara, and even the last coin that I gave you as the service benefit after resigning. You know very well, you have let me, I'm not working. Even I was waiting for you in the evening. It's so unfortunate that now you are in cell. That's how it dawned to me that I have been cheated by my own husband. Mwenye tulikuwa tunaishi naye for 14 years in marriage. And that is your prime age. So it was so hard to swallow that it has been wasted. Because he was so daring that he even cheated me, even in that cell, in that remand. Because he told me that you don't worry, just go back home and I'll ask someone from Westlands. I don't know what, because it was a lie. From Westlands, he has 300K for me to give you as we finish all this with the people who have brought me. And it was a lie for me to leave.
There was no 300.
No, there's nothing like that. And when in cell, because when I asked the friends who took me to see him, in cell, he's asking someone from Westland how to give you money. He could have done it there before. So me, I just started screaming, and the officers took me closer to him because that time when I was asking all those questions, he was in a glass. I know even the viewers can understand when you have gone to see someone in a remand, you don't face each other closely. So me, I started screaming and saying that he's not answering my questions. I want more because I'm the wife and I don't know where to start from now. And fortunately, there was a lady, an officer lady, who had seen me where I was working in Kiabu. So she said, by the way, I can see you somewhere. I told her, yes, I'm the one. So let me talk to our senior. So they talked to the senior and I went and we were taken to a certain room. And my husband came being led by a police officer, handcuffed. And he was told to sit on a floor. So that time I realized, surely it is really happening. My husband is a criminal because he was not given a seat. He was taken and told to sit on the floor. And I started explaining. I remember one of the officers, the big officers, now the junior were told to leave, and I was left. The officer asked me if I'm a Kikuyu lady from Kiabu. After explaining that I gave him money, showering him with money, taking loans, I was explaining, crying. He asked, are you a Kikuyu lady particularly from Kiabu?
Meaning what?
Because they don't do that. They don't shower money. They don't give money to their husbands. And I told him, I'm inborn. Damu yangu ni ya Kiabu hata nizaliwa. Nikapoint. Sasa nikapoint Kiabu hospital. Mamangu aliniambia nilizaliwa Kiabu hospital. Kaniambia, then you are different. And he started, the husband started laughing. And you know what? The officers who were standing there said, I'll slap you. You are laughing when your wife is crying here. So it means you are a true liar. They started now, they left me and started commanding him.
Yeah.
So it's true, she's talking the truth. You are a liar, you have cheated her. That's why you are laughing. You are laughing when she's crying. Now I was explaining, crying and asking, where do I start? Nimeacha kazi, where do I start? That's how it dawned on me. And let me tell you the truth, even to my viewers, that was the last time I have seen my husband.
Oh.
That day. I can't remember that date well, but it was 2018. Up to today, sijai muona tena baba ya watoto wangu.
So from the remand, where was it? From the police station?
I heard that the parents took a cash bail and went with him. He was from Muranga. After some time, when struggling bringing up my kids as a mama boga, I heard that he was working as a caretaker in a certain building that was being constructed, and then he started earning, and I decided, why don't I seek information well, not to hear rumors? So I called the mother-in-law. Ni ukweli venye nilisikia rumors za kwamba baba Martin alipona 2019, hakuwa amepona hiyo trauma hata yeye. Is it true that he healed 2019 and he has started working again and he's not helping me? So mother-in-law said, what? Not helping you? So he neither helps us. So we think he helps you. Leti msaada huku, kwa hivyo sisi tunafikiria anakusaidia. Nikamuuliza, hebu nielezee vizuri anafanya nini? Mother-in-law told me he's a caretaker, and not only a caretaker, when the other leaves, he's the one who is being left. So he's paid well than even the workers, because he's the one who is at the site. So even he doesn't come at home. So my husband started earning. He healed and started. By the way, men heal quickly than us. He started working, and he does not help the parents, neither me and the kids. And it was painful that I started weeping through that phone.
Yeah.
And mother-in-law asked me, why are you crying now? Si ulianza kabiashara umejisimamisha. Mimi kama mama yake siwezi kuadvise kwanza urudiane naye. Imagine mother-in-law telling me not to quickly go back to the son. Mpatie muda tuone venye atafanya. So unfortunate that we talked with the mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law commented some things that you could not imagine, that they even regret. Kwani walimtoa, wangeacha tu afunzwe na dunia ndio akue na akili. And haikumaliza 1 month, my husband was taken again by the people now from Nairobi. Those who are threatening me that akona pesa, amenyang'anya watu, and now he's in remand again. Now, right now that we are talking, he's still in remand, refusing to accept that he took or he conned people money. And I have left, even the other episode, I left so many things he has done. So many. Yeah, in between Uko, there are so many things my husband, I came to realize he was cheating. Because kare kadogo naeza kumkubusha, naeza sema. Do you know he even cheated that my kid has fallen and he has been put a plaster on his head, and a lady gave him 5,000 shillings to remove at Kiabu Hospital that kid, and my kid has never fallen or even got a blaster.
Never broken the arm.
Never. So he could cheat people even with very stupid things like my kid is sick. So in my story, what do I want to say? It dawned to me in a very painful way. That nimekuwa nikionyeshwa mapenzi ya uongo. Unaona, when I talk to my even colleagues, wenye nakatia sukuma tukiongea hivi, na wabianga msione tu venye niko na ka story, and that's why I'm happy to have this platform. Nilikuwa nawabia, ukiona mtu, tunatoshana kwa maguu. I really wanted for people to know that naeza jificha. Nisikuonyeshe kenye kiko ndani yangu. The same way my husband alikuwa anajificha, because kama tunapelekana, very smart, mzuri sana, bouncing, by the way he could bounce. He was na unasikia proud mkitembea na yeye. Really, people can cheat and people can lie. Well, kama wamejificha. Na sijai advise mtu ati wasisaidiane kwa nyumba. No. I don't advise that the couple do not help each other. But think twice. If you have something to share with your husband, or the husband to the wife, sometimes think twice. Umempatia 50K, ni nini ameifanyia? Mi baka nilidanganywa kuna Nisa ninanunuliwa. And I gave him my PIN and my ID.
Your bank ATM.
My PIN, the tax tunajipanga nayo PIN number. Ati inatumika na ID yangu mahali tunataka kununua Nissan. And there was nothing like that. The KRA PIN now. I gave him na my ID na akakaa nayo kama a wiki. Wiki mzima kwa sababu nilikuwa nimeresign kwa nyumba, tunanunua gari. And I remember sharing with my neighbor.
You are buying a car.
We are buying a Nissan. At least. Na akasema kwa nini ana involve my documents. Because sasa kama uko kwa nyumba, at least hiyo gari itakuwa inakuletea kitu jioni.
All right. Now, Jennifer, what are some of these why do you think, or what do you think is the reason why Penina took all that long? What are some of the red flags that she ought to have observed to reduce the time that she took by the time she came to her realization, by the time her eyes opened up, that of the kind of a person she was living with? Kindly help us. Yeah.
Thank you, Penina, for sharing this story.
Thank you.
And I'm realizing that any time you have a turning point, because I want to start from there.
Yeah.
It's painful. You have the bitter truth with you. At times you have not internalized it. That's why you say, I did not have a turning point at this juncture. But later, I sat when it sank. So after denial, you go to a place where you started facing the reality. And that is where it dawns to you. And you never react in a positive way. Negative emotions will come out of it. Ranging from anger to bitterness, to being annoyed, feeling like you're rejected, all of them, and it is not easy. But so it's the beginning of a journey. So that is where you start looking at, where did I lose it? So maybe I would have sat and asked myself at one point, why were things happening the way they were happening? So that is where the red flags come in. So because now you know now you are at a place where you are like, this was not right. So I lost it somewhere. Can I look back and see where I lost it? So now this is where we have the red flags. Most of the times we never question them, mostly our spouses, when they ask for your ID, when they ask for your PIN, KRA PIN, because you are like, most likely kuna kashamba, kuna ka project that needs my maybe my names, my documents. So you are like, something is happening. But you see, at the beginning, remember Panina said that I am this kind of a girl who never questioned anything. So it is just about doing instructions and doing it. Give me this, and then you give it. So that is where she came from. That is the space that she started. Because in her mind she was, I am investing in this marriage, not only in terms of finances. I'm investing my time, my energies, my trust, my everything in it. That is why she never saw the red flags. But then now, when someone asks for a document today, we need to ask, because that is a first red flag.
Yeah.
Why are they asking for my document? I need to ask myself, what is the next thing? What can they do with my documents? So they can even go and drop them somewhere in a house where they went stealing. So we are the first person, and mikono ya sheria ni mrefu to get me from where, and I don't even have a proof. The other thing is, as she shared her story, she talked about, he took me to work, he dropped me in the morning and picked me in the evening. What does that mean? That this person, my space away from him is just work. It is so limited. So this person is trying to hide something. He does not want me to interact with the social world as I leave work, as I come back or back home, because he's like, someone might have seen me somewhere else, and they have seen me with her, so they might tell her something.
Yes.
So I cannot let her be with anybody else. They even go to an extent of choosing who your friends are. You see, they really make sure that your space is so limited away from them.
Yeah.
So they will kind of protect you from the outside world, that you can learn about them. They are protecting you even from the world that can teach you something else that can make your life better. They're looking at, if she goes there and she gets someone who can tell her that the money you have saved, you can invest it in money market. They don't want that. So they will shield you, that the only person who can teach you anything is them. That's another red flag. I need to ask myself, why do they always want to? I'm an adult. I know my way to work. I know my way back. But you see, remember what I said at the beginning. These people are very tactical. They exactly know what to do and how to do it. And they will make sure they polish themselves. The kind of language, even the voice that they bring, are very convincing one. I also say they polish themselves even physically. As she's saying, he was very smart. I was proud of working with him. So this person, they have polished themselves in this way that even the information that they bring forth, they have recited it. They can bring it again tomorrow. So that's another red flag. How do you bring a statement today? You tell me about projects. Am I seeing your life change? If you have so many projects that are working, I need to ask myself, why hasn't he changed his phone? Why hasn't he changed his wardrobe? Why hasn't he changed the kind of a car that he's driving? Why hasn't he changed his mode of transport? If he has been using public, even if he doesn't have a car, he should be using Uber, because I'm like, he has some coins, all these businesses that he's talking
and
about.
probably the where you stay. Yes.
Yeah, so that is also something else. Another red flag is this person gets a phone call from somewhere and he moves out and gets to another room and shuts the door. So that is something I need to ask myself. Why is he doing that? Why is he not publicly talking with his phone where we are? Unless there's something that he's planning that he does not want me.
What are the deals that are going on?
What are going? So it means maybe he's putting me in a place, in a cafix, and he's using me, and he's my as she said, he took my documents for a whole week. You never know what was going in between there. You never. There were some transactions, and the transactions that were happening, if it turned against, it would have turned against the leader.
Yes.
So it is important to ask yourself, what are these phones that are being done out there? So that at least now, even without even telling him or even confronting him, you'll be like, I need to revoke him. I need to, even away from our house, I need to know where is this place that he goes to that he calls work. Can I go there abruptly and just visit the place so that I can see the doubts that I'm having within myself because I've observed the red flags. Can I be able to say that this is exactly what belongs to him, or this is where he spends his day? Yes.
Wow. Penina, what would you have wished to have known?
Hey, I wish I knew that my husband was not the person I thought he was. I wish I knew that he's not genuinely, or he's a liar, especially when you come to finance, because kusema ukweli mapenzi bila pesa haifanyi. So I shared money, and we shared money so that we help our marriage. So we could be very far if he really was not a liar. I was working hard and even lacking time for my kids and nanny at home for the betterment of my marriage. Ili hata tunaweza toka kwa nyumba za kukoboa tukue na kashamba ketu or open biashara. And that's why I said from the other episode that nilikuwa nampea pesa akipropose a biashara somewhere else. So I wish I knew that he was not working on it. I could have worked on my own. I could not be the way I was the moment I realized who he was. I could have saved and najifichia. Kama ningekuwa tu na clue kidogo tu. Even the ones nashare na wamama wananiambia mimi najua bwanangu anakuanga na tabia hii, ni mlevi, hao wanakuanga better. I remember telling a lady, afadhali wewe unajua bwanako anakunywanga na kuna mahali anafikanga hata halipi rent unajilipia. Because I have shared with so different ladies wabo wako na mashida kwa doa. Because I don't mean that mkiwa kwa doa hakuna mashida, there is, but I wish mimi yangu ilikuwa na mashida na tunagwazana kwa sababu mimi kusema ukweli mimi hata dia nilikuwa mbaya. And if my viewers, some of them may be from my working place, they could tell I was saying I was the bad one in my marriage. My husband was the quickest to clean up anything. Tumekwarana kwa nyumba, ni alikuwa kwanza kupiga simu ku apologize kusema hiyo si kitu ya kufanya ukasiriki ama umalize siku kama umekasirika. So I was seeing myself as the bad one in my marriage.
You are blaming yourself.
Nilikuwa naona media mbaya. I was blaming myself. I was saying my husband is good that even he's the one ile tunabiongo mmoja akienda juu mwingine aende juu, unaona kwa Kikuyu mmoja aende juu mwingine aende juu, nani atateremka? Do you know my husband was the one who was teremkaling before me. Kumbe he was doing that so that nisikasirike akiniambia every month nipatie 10k sikose. Yeah, I came to realize, and I wish nilikuja kumjua Belen, I could not even have resigned. I could not. I don't regret kuacha hiyo kazi because there's some point I said I left because of my kid. But if nilikuwa najua bwanangu was not the way he was, he didn't have money to bring up the family, I could not have resigned. Nige maintain kazi ili tufanye mambo kadhaa kwa familia, ili hata watoto wapate better education than the one they are now. Yes.
Jennifer, is there any help for a liar?
Yes, there is. quite much. You know, even before I get to the help that we can have for the liar, I want to react to something that Penina has said. You know, when you find that you're at a point, you have seen the red flags, like for her, she's saying, I wish I knew who my husband was. And at that point, remember now, she has started stabilizing even in her emotions. So now she's taking this as a turning point and a learning point for her. So even when we find ourselves at that point, it is good to know that now Penina is not the way she was. She has learned something. It has been a good learning point for her. There's some help, Jane, quite much, because you find that when these people are lying, some of them, as I said at the beginning in the first episode, some of them are doing it consciously and others are doing it unconsciously. Some of them are even careless liars. They don't care. Why? Because they don't value anything in their lives. They don't value the people around them. Sometimes they do it because they are like, I am so mean and I'm this kind of a person who is very selfish. So away from looking at them as the bad one, we also need to look at them like they need help. Because you can see and you can hear even from Penina's story that it is hurting her, it is also hurting him. I'm picking something when she said that when he was brought into the cell now to talk to her, and he lied to her again in the cells. That is a cluster of a liar who we call careless. Just as I've explained. Sometimes they lie and they're just, I don't care, I don't give a damn. So this person need help. So one, we need first to protect ourselves from them by doing what? By making sure that we are very keen on what we do and how we relate with people. Just be very keen and see. If I can pick 2 or 3 red flags from someone, I think I need to be more keen on how they do their things and how they interact with me. So that at one day I will not say, I wish I knew. Then we also need to make sure that we are learning. If I do not want to be hurt, I don't need to hurt someone. I need to be speaking the truth. I need to always be this person who is, can I look for facts? Can I see how they're going to work out? Can I bring a statement that is true, a statement that is firm, a statement that even later, if I must, I'll say, yes, and I can own up to it. You see, when you are truthful and you're not telling a lie, in fact, even when the story is repeated, even after 10 years, you still bring out the same statement and the same action. So we need to just be truthful and put yourself in other people's shoes, so don't lie. We also need to make sure that when we find, like as I was explaining, we talked about a pathological liar. These are people who are having gaps, and I explained very well about the trauma in life that can make someone to be a liar. Mm-hmm. So we need to bring out that this person needs help, mm-hmm. and not only help from the society, mm-hmm. as support, mm-hmm. they need help from a psychologist, mm-hmm. who is going to help them walk through the journey of trauma.
True.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So that at least now we'll be at a place that they can understand themselves. Mm-hmm. They'll not be saying that I'm doing this because I don't know why. Mm-hmm. I'm just giving a reason and hiding in something. Mm-hmm. But inside myself, I'm like, I wish I could get that platform to do something better. Mm-hmm. At least they'll be helped by a psychologist. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you like to add something on that?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Maybe just an advice to my colleague or watu kama mimi ambao tushaipitia hii. Mm-hmm. Let it not eat up your future, mm-hmm. because you have a future. Mm-hmm. Yes, mm-hmm. It made me to be down to earth. Mm-hmm. I could cry so much. Mm-hmm. I could break when telling people the story, mm-hmm. but isikuzuie future yako. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are cheated, mm-hmm. but don't say that is now the future. Mm-hmm. No, mm-hmm. you can pick up pieces like I did. Mm-hmm. I started by selling melon, mm-hmm. and here I am. Mm-hmm. So when you are cheated, mm-hmm. make a lesson from it, mm-hmm. learn from it, mm-hmm. pick up the pieces, mm-hmm. move on. Mimi si kwama pale. To tell you the truth, my viewers, when I tell people about my story, they don't sometimes believe. Mm-hmm. but they have to, because I have talked to so many people, and even for you to hear it, and I'm glad to have this platform for you to hear that you can be cheated by the cause, the one that you know, some people think about brothers, wengine wasemanga nilienda Qatar nikamtumia pesa akamisiuza akanidanganya, hakuna nyumba amejenga, mimi ni mtu tunalala naye kwa nyumba kwa blanket, and I was cheated, but I never allowed it to finish me, pick up pieces and move on like I did. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just imagining, Jennifer.
Yes.
Again, we are talking about now how the liar can be helped. What about the people that now are living with this person? Probably their children in that environment of the family. What would you like to say about that?
Those people who are living with this person, remember, away from maybe the closest victim, like we are talking about Penina.
Yeah.
Remember, Penina is saying that she has her children, and they are also victims.
Yes.
Because when this person was lying, when they took all the resources that they had, these children cannot enjoy the life that they would have enjoyed if everything was being brought back home. One, the people around this person, one, need to understand that this person did this action, and we acknowledge and we see it is done. And two, we have emotions that are running around in us because we are not happy. We are victims, and it is something bad that really happened to us. But then again, maybe the people around us or even the society, we need to keep reminding these people who are living with this person, encouraging them that at the beginning I said we are the human race that is prone to lying. And so the society needs to tell these people, oh, it's not lost. We can still come up and on our feet and go on with life, but then we need to learn something, that we do not want other people to experience what we are experiencing because we don't want to lie to the other people. I'm looking at her and I'm listening to myself as she talks about this happened to me, even to the people around me. They can see a different life. And she's saying, there's this lady at one time point, she said that, who told me, thank you for bringing out this. So you see, that person also learned. So away from even the people who are very near us, even in the society, they are also learning that even if we find that there are things like these that are happening, that there is a future, there's a tomorrow. But the learning point is, don't do someone the way you don't want
to be done.
To you.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm also here, and because our viewer is watching, and I'm just wondering. I know I'm a psychologist. You are a psychologist. Penina has talked about a lot of pain. This time, this incident where 250K, somebody else 700,000, 8,000, 5,000, all those incidences. Business starting at that place, business starting in this other place, but they were ghost businesses. The emotions in Penina, as a psychologist, what would you tell a viewer who has first Penina and another viewer who is watching and saying, that's me, that's my life, that is what I've been going through. So what do we tell Penina and other ladies and men who may have gone through the same? Because this can be a man, can be a woman. Kindly.
Yes. You know, when we have negative emotions that are running within ourselves,
yes,
sometimes we may not be able to speak straight,
yeah,
even act straight. And one thing I would want to tell them is it is important to seek help. Because where you are at the deepest part, you need someone to hold your hand so that you can get out of that pit and move on with your life. So we have psychologists, counseling psychologists who do that. They offer services that will help you deal with emotions of the day. They will help you even have insights on how you can be able to walk a journey. They will help you walk from, where you are, you have fallen in the mud. They will help you walk from that mud, and then you move on with your life. Because all is not lost. As Penina is saying that we have a future and we have a tomorrow, and we must go on in life.
True.
Yes.
Now, my viewer, as we come to the close of this this episode, this third part of our types of liars, the topic type of liars, and this final third part of like what is the turning point, and how can the person who has gone through the pain of liars, how can they be helped, and how can even the liar be helped? Because we are both here, we are here so that both can get assistance and can get help. I would like to, before we close, I just get your parting shot, Penina, to somebody watching there. Just look at that camera and give your parting shot to that person who is going through what you went through, and probably they had not realized that is exactly what they are going through. As you said, you are happy because of this platform, because you can be able to share and other people to get to know that these things happen and they are painful, but you are now out of that, because as you keep on saying, you are out of that.
Yeah.
So kindly just share with our viewers as your parting shot.
Thank you, Jane. To my viewers, if maybe you are going through whatever I've gone through, I thank God for giving us this opportunity so that I can share and know that you are not alone. I have gone that journey. It is not easy, and I'm happy that I'm able to talk about it without breaking. Let me talk the truth. If I may go deeper, because there are so many things that I've left, those some of them that I could have made me to break, there is hope only in God. I've been with friends of different sides, but I decided to follow the friends who led me to Christ, because at some point I had shared with my friends that even I never went to church that time, because I could not imagine what am I praying for, and I've lost everything. I felt that if I have lost everything, that whole year and a half I could not go to church, thinking that there's nothing I can get back. But I remember a couple that talked to me, and I'm happy that I picked pieces and went back to church, and I'm able to serve. So wherever you are, going through whatever I've gone through, do not lose hope. Yes, I know I had even thought of committing suicide and even taking myself with my kids, but people talked to me, and another couple there, and I thank God for them. Wherever they are, God bless them. They really assisted me even during the initiation of that special kid, because it was not also easy when you are alone. Your husband is there out not helping, and you are there left with nothing, even to initiate your son from one stage to the other. It was not easy, but I thank God that I'm here, and I thank God for this platform to encourage those passing through what I've passed, that you can pick up, and it's only in God, not in witchcraft. And do not revenge. Leave it to God. Yes, that time when I remember Sister Jennifer said that you have anger. Even I was saying that if I can see him nearby, I can kill him. That time I had a lot of anger. That if he's from out of cell, I can kill him. I remember uttering such words. But today, I cannot do that. I've come to know that revenge is, leave it to God. He will do whatever he will do to him. And I'm sorry to say that he is now in remand again, suffering for the consequence, or he's undergoing the consequences of what he did to us, because it's not only me. He did that even to others. He lied even to others. So take heart, move on, pick up pieces, move on. It's not the end. Bora mtu hajakuumiza. I remember being told by my friends, hajakuumiza ni mali ya dunia ameacha. And I could comfort them and telling them, now that was my primate when I was youth, energetic. Ametumia wakati wangu when now I'm 40. Where will I start? Ni wapi nitauliza kazi? But they told me it's not a must to be employed. you can start something and surely God has done it.
Amen.
So even to my viewers, God will do it.
Yes.
Yeah, atakupatia another glory. Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Penina. Thank you so much.
Amen.
Jennifer, your parting shot.
You know, when we talk about liars, I'll go back to the human race. Again, remember what we said. We can all find ourselves there. And we can be lied to, and we can also lie to other people. So check out for the red flags so that we cannot find ourselves getting to a place that we are going to say, my resources have been wasted, my time have been wasted, and I wish I knew. But before we do that, we need also to ask ourselves, do we have integrity ourselves? Are you this person who is not a hypocrite? Because when you have integrity, you cannot be a hypocrite. Are you this person who speaks the truth most of the times, or all the times? Because I know we have the white liars. We have white lies where you tell someone because you want to protect their ego. So it is important to ask yourself, do I have integrity? And how can I build my integrity? By always making sure that you keep your word, you keep your promises, and be that person who is always very intentional and very conscious about the information that you give. Thank you.
Wow. Jennifer, before we close, kindly tell us where we can reach you. Somebody may want to share with you the experience. They may need to come for counseling because of the pain that they have gone through. So just share with us where they can find you.
Yes. Thank you, Jane. I'm in Kiambu Town, Agis Plaza. Agis Plaza is just behind Kenya Commercial Bank. I'm on second floor, and my number is 0725 339 056. I'm in Facebook as Jennifer the Psychologist, and I'm also in Instagram as Jennifer the Psychologist. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, both of you, and for honoring our invitation and even sharing that information. I believe somebody has been helped. And as we close, my viewer, I believe you have learned something. You have learned, and you'll continue sharing with us your feedback, your questions, and if you'd like to get in contact with us, our number will be on the screen, and you can be able to reach out to us. And until next time, I would request you to just enjoy yourself, continue reflecting on yourself and the many incidences that you might have gone through with a liar. I believe that from the sharing of Penina and the psychologist here with me here, I believe you have gotten something. And share this with your friends so that they can also get to learn and to grow. And as we always say on this show is dedicated to share information, to sensitize you, to create awareness of various issues in our communities, at home, at our workplaces, and any other social setting, so that you can live healthier lives and better lives and happier lives. Until next time, God bless you and thank you for tuning in.